Hello, everybody, and thank you for turning into the Club Varsity Podcast. I have next to me two of our hosts on the show. First off, I'll introduce myself. My name is Stephen Huff.
Huff Daddy.
Huff Daddy. I have several nicknames. I try to avoid the Huff Daddy, any kind of relation to the. But I have on the left of me my good friend for some time, Logan Penrod. And on the right of me, I have another great friend, Joey Correa. And today, this is our first podcast, so we're going to go ahead and kick it off and do a little intro, who we are, what the mission of this podcast is, and where we see it going down the road. So
it's fantastic. That was really, I just want to say, truly well said.
Thank you.
We call him Man of the People Huff. That's his official title is... script owner, Grammy Award winning artist.
Yeah, that's it.
What else have you? You won a Heisman, 2 Heismans.
I
think you were the only lineman.
Might have been only lineman in NCAA history. Triple
Heisman
winner.
Yeah,
I don't really like to talk
Joey
about
Correa.
About it.
Yes, he's a brilliant man. He's won a Nobel Peace Prize.
That's true.
Written 15 New York Times bestselling
16,
books.
but you're
16.
close. Yes.
Yes. One off. These are all lies. Yes. I haven't told the truth one time yet, except for their names. I got their names right.
That's right.
Good people.
Good try.
I think we're on a good track. This is starting well. Truthful, biblical based. No stretching of the truth at all.
No.
Nephilim. I'm going to call Nephilim on myself.
I think that's a great idea. So we are, this is a fun podcast. We get to talk about sports. We get to talk about life and men, being men, and manlyhood. And I think there's nothing wrong with any of that. We are all guys and we love sports. We all grew up around it, and you guys played it. I did not. I tried out, and
one of us has to have the capacity to make money, though.
Yeah, correct.
So literally, he pursued things that will.
I worked at McDonald's. So you know what? I was like, I tried out for my high school football team.
I ate McDonald's.
I made it for a sec, and then I was like, I'm broke. I'm going to go work.
So stay tuned for our next podcast, Club McDonald's, where
Club
Joey will be.
We might get a copyright strike just for saying their name.
They're going to come after us.
Club McDonald's, where we'll talk about what it was like behind the fryer and grilling and just.
It's a different kind of grill. We were behind grills. Like kind of a face mask.
I was flipping the burgers and toasting the buns.
That's so good. That reminds me of one of my favorite verses. Wow. I think we should just dive in. It doesn't at all.
But yeah,
I got spiritual quick.
It did. But that's the beauty of Club Varsity, man. It's, we're just a couple guys who love sports, love Jesus, and occasionally get a little wild with our conspiracy theories. But Stephen,
yes.
keep us going, brother.
Yeah, so I'll do a little quick intro
about
myself. So my name's Stephen Huff. I grew up, born and raised in the Cincinnati area. Was always the biggest kid. I know it doesn't look like it, on camera. No. How much weight does the camera add?
Yeah,
386 pounds.
No, we just take it out and post.
Yeah, you can AI weight. Well,
God.
I'm 6'6". I like to state my weight because it's my goal through this podcast is to share a little bit of a little journey that I'm on the health side. But I'm 6'6", 320. I was always the biggest kid growing up and played sports. Was a 3-sport athlete from baseball, basketball to football.
Yeah.
My favorite sport growing up was definitely basketball, but I lacked a little bit of the jumping skills. Does
it have?
Yeah,
your melanin is pretty.
Yeah, it's
black.
It didn't help you there.
It didn't help, and
it correlates.
I didn't have the vision of like the European basketball players. So
you weren't like 7'1" or anything.
Yeah, so I'm grateful. One day my high school coach pulled me aside and was like, "Hey, you're probably never going to go play basketball outside of the high school arena, and you should give football a shot."
At least you were playing in an arena in high school. That's pretty cool.
Well, gymnasium, but
I'm sorry.
Arena.
Sheesh.
And started playing football, man, and I'm one of the only people in my family to go to college, and the path to get there was football. My sophomore year, I just remember being approached of, my coach sitting me down saying, hey, there's a real opportunity by putting in the work. And it seemed like a dream. And later, you fast forward through that whole process. I got to go to Ohio State for games, Tennessee, Florida. I got a really cool experience, in the recruiting aspect of it, but finally landed on Cincinnati. Was at Cincinnati for a year, and then ended up transferring down to Murray State and finished out. That's where I won one Heisman at Cincinnati. Yeah. And then the other two came at Murray. So yeah. I don't like to talk about it a lot, but
that's why he earned that moniker, Man of the People.
Yeah, Man of the People.
Because the dedication to humility. It's been a core.
Thank you for recognizing
Man of
that.
the sheeple. We don't believe you, sir.
Thank you for recognizing that.
I buy it. It's hook, line, and sinker. I swallowed the hook.
Hook, line.
Hook, line.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Hook, line.
Hook, line, and sinker.
But I'll go ahead and wrap up my intro. So I am now live back in Cincinnati, married to my beautiful wife, Monizy, and we have 2 beautiful children. And I now do full operations owner of Script Coffee here in Lebanon. So it's
great coffee.
It's been a blessing to watch, through college to where I'm at now. It's been amazing. So
that's awesome, man.
Who's next?
Steven, thanks for sharing your heart and introing your introducing
I didn't bring
people
Kleenexes either, so that's
I was
a mistake.
starting to tear up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm starting to cry.
My shirt front is completely wet with tears. No, that's not true. But
yeah,
I am thankful for you and your friendship.
Yeah.
Joey, you as well. I'm already talking, so I'm going to dive in.
Yeah, please.
So, hey guys, my name is Logan Penrod.
Related to
my father and my mother. I'm related to all my siblings and family. Everyone in my family, I'm related to all of them.
Yeah. Your dad's a famous singer.
Yeah. My dad does music. I grew up in Nashville, grew up in the music scene, got to be around some pretty cool, talented people, and had some amazing experiences from that. But not a Trip Heisman winner, not a pro burger flipper, as the man himself. Flipping that. Sizzling. Salt, pepper. He's he was like McDonald's version of SpongeBob.
Yes.
Just crafting the most beautiful patties.
Yes. Wow. The McBrown man is what they call it.
Good for you, Jerry. Good for you.
Above the ocean floor.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning into the Club Varsity Podcast. We just want to thank one of the sponsors, Script Coffee. I just so happen to be an owner of Script Coffee, and you can check out our coffees at www.script-coffee.com. We do wholesale roasting with churches in the Cincinnati area, and we deliver coffee right to your doorstep. So please check us out, www.script-coffee.com. Get coffee delivered right to your door. Thanks.
So my name is Logan. Like I said, thrilled to be here, thrilled to be able to engage with you guys and kind of have these conversations, facilitate conversations with people, not just athletes, but we love athletics. So Steven is the most seasoned of us. I played a little bit of football.
A lot of seasoning.
Salt and pepper. Joey got a hold of him when he was working at McDonald's, seasoned him up really nicely.
Yep.
Salsa.
But so just excited to be able to engage in these conversations and kind of open doors that hopefully will be able to impact your lives and have these discussions that are both fun. We want to have a lot of fun. That's kind of the goal, is to have a blast, but do it in a way and in an arena. So we're aiming for really high. I want 50, 60,000 seats.
One day, that's maybe.
It'll happen. Sure. I think by the end of summer. It's February. Wow. I'm an ambitious man. Wow. But no, we want to facilitate these conversations and kind of give a space to people who are kind of in a similar state as us, but also, just everybody. But our heart is for, like Joey mentioned earlier, and Steven also, fathers, young fathers especially, people who are looking for that kind of wholesome content and something that can turn on in their car with their family. There are a lot of amazing podcasts out there and a lot of really fun, entertaining things you can listen to and talk about. And everyone loves to, go over sports statistics. People are anymore. There's a lot writing on sports betting. That's become like the biggest.
Do we want to save that for
avenue
a little bit later?
Yeah, I mean, I think
that's a rabbit hole we could.
No, I definitely want to touch on it though, because the reality is like we have all had this really great discussion about the impact of sports gambling and how we are kind of seeing it impact just the people in our lives and our circles. Yeah. And it hasn't been around that long. It hasn't been an opportunity. It wasn't available. It was illegal. And now, it's just widely open, and almost every podcast, especially involving sports, that you turn on is going to have DraftKings, some sportsbook ad, some sort of plug regarding, hey, throw $100 on this, throw $50 on that. Yeah.
Get a free $50 gift card.
Exactly. They incentivize the crap out of it. So that is something that we want to kind of bring light and awareness to, and like Steven said,
acquire the Ramsey Trusted badge of honor.
That is the most important.
Senor Dave, we are coming for you.
I'm looking at the camera right now, and I'm speaking to you, Dave Ramsey.
Ramsey Trusted.
Our goal and mission when I started this is to have the Ramsey Trusted badge. When you scroll down to the bottom of the Club Varsity page,
Ramsey Trusted.
And if you ever need a jingle, this man right here,
I'll make a jingle.
Cook
jangle.
one up like he did the flipping at the burgers. He will cook up a jingle.
Ramsey Trusted.
Look at those guys. I just want to take a moment. I think we should take a moment of silence for that.
Yeah, just
that note.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. Dive back in.
So back in. But no, the sports betting topic, it's kind of been something that I've talked with some close friends of mine from the coaching realm and some players, and it is still new in the timeline, and I don't know exactly. I want to say it was like 2020 or 21 when it opened the gates in Ohio.
Yep. And it's just gone.
Yeah, and it's just exploded. Like Logan was mentioning, that you turn on, your major sport networks, your major sports podcasts. I would be really curious to see if there's anything out there that hasn't been backed or sponsored by a sports book. And something that I truly believe is, and experiencing a little bit about myself, it comes off very, I think Logan used the word insidious.
Yeah.
It comes off like it's something that seems very, innocent. Hey, you throw 50 in, they're going to match it on your win. And
it feels benign. In the beginning, it feels benign. It feels like, what can it hurt? It's $50. I spent $50 on dinner at Olive Garden.
Easy. Yeah. Hey, thank you for watching Club Varsity Podcast. This is Joey. I'm representing High Res, and we get to sponsor this awesome podcast that we get to do together. High Res is a local business based out of the Dayton area. We shoot content all over Dayton, Cincinnati, and the U.S. We've gone to a couple different states, but mainly we try to focus on telling stories. And if you want to get your story told, just reach out to us. You can reach out to us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the different platforms, or email us at joey@highresmediallc.com or info@highresmediallc.com. You can also go to highresmediallc.com and reach out to us there. Thanks for watching.
But yeah, it's
just 50 at Olive Garden.
That's just for me.
Okay.
Can I get an amen? Braised beef tortelloni.
And I want the crab cakes.
Look, keep the bread. Keep the breadsticks coming. But I don't want to see the bottom of my salad bowl.
We can't talk about food.
No, big boys talking about food. We will not start shouting. My double chin will sneak up on me real quick.
Dude, that's so real. But let me do my intro, then we'll go.
Yeah, we'll jump back in. Yeah, because I was like, man, we didn't even
hop right into that. Yeah. But yeah, I did not. I mean, I played sports growing up as a kid. But more than anything, I grew up in church, unlike these two.
Jace.
Yeah. So that's just real. I'm the Christian one in the group.
Wow.
And sorry, just kidding. But yeah, grew up in church. love the Lord. I am the Pentecostal in the group. Hold on. Logan's the Baptist.
I'm Baptist.
He's somewhat. And then Steven's trying to figure his life out.
Yeah,
I'm just that high school.
We're trying to win him. This podcast is actually about winning Steven to the Lord. So you guys can join in prayers.
Yes. But no, I mean, I grew up, playing sports as a kid, outside, backyard basketball, baseball. Actually, we never played baseball. We played it once, but most of the time we were just playing football. Yep. Just tackle football with our friends.
Tackle football.
That's what we did. Just straight up murking each other and at the park, just full speed, no pads, nothing. And it was the best, growing up as a kid. Never played any organized sports because we were poor and my parents couldn't afford it. So, but also we just didn't do that. We were Hispanics, and it's just like, bro, go outside, play with some trees, and kick a ball. Play with some trees, like touch the grass. You're fine, dude.
Joseph,
get out
kick
there.
A ball, Joseph.
So, my parents didn't have time. We didn't have money, whatever. But then in high school, I tried out for my soccer team quite a few times. As a kid, middle school, tried out for soccer team. It was just too chubby, couldn't run fast enough, couldn't keep up.
No goalie
Coach was
love?
like,
no goalie love?
nothing, bro.
The sizists,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So coach cut me, and he was my math teacher.
Oh, what a jerk!
Do you have
Seventh grade
do you have
math
an
teacher.
address? I'd like to write him a letter.
Oh, I wish, bro. Coach Gavin. That was his name. I'll never forget that man's name. But he pushed me. High school
pushed
came
you
around.
down?
He pushed me, like physically.
Okay.
He hurt me.
Well,
Yes. Call him out now.
Yeah.
I can't
But
I can't
my
believe
high school. So in high school, I tried out for soccer again. Again, did not make it. I barely made the conditioning. Like the conditioning was rough for soccer. These suckers run miles, and they're running under 7-minute miles, and I was just trying to keep up. And I'm like, I'm gonna make it to that 7. We did 3. If you couldn't do 3 miles under 7 minutes for each mile, like you were making it, and I just barely made it. After every conditioning, I was just puking my brains out.
Oh yeah,
I could not make it. But then
that's the worst feeling in the world.
it was awful.
my first relationship in high school was with a trash can.
Yes.
Hugged her so
Mine was the
tightly.
parking lot. The parking lot floor.
great, dude.
I tried to drive home one time and I could not because I was, 17 years
walked.
old, finishing football or soccer, and I'm just like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die today.
This is it.
Literally, I'm just.
This is the moment.
This is the moment. But then football came around, and I was like, I never actually played football in school. I just played it outside with my friends, and they used to call me. So I made
football or football.
No, football.
I
American.
I want to harken back to the beginning of this intro.
Yes.
All you racist people,
Yes.
who thought that this man was talking about football when he was talking about contact American
football.
I can't believe you people.
Daggone.
The daggone.
As someone married to a Brazilian, I had
Futebol.
Yeah, I had to get clarification.
Você joga futebol.
Because when I say football, I get like my father-in-law comes in the country, and I'm like, hey, let's watch some football. He gets excited, and then
he sees what's out.
Sees it on, and he's like,
Steven's not actually married.
I don't speak any Portuguese. No. He doesn't speak English, so it's just an awkward standoff.
So it's just a mutual dislike for each other. You're just like, this is what you get. Welcome to America.
It's just like, I'm like, football, and he's like, football.
No,
and I'm like,
no.
I'm football.
Yeah.
And he's football. And I'm like, no, football. And that's pretty much it.
And they do that for 7 hours.
That's it.
Just exchanging those.
They were here for like 3 weeks, so they're constantly like they walk past each other, just staring at each other. Football.
Hey guys, thank you for listening to Club Varsity Podcast. We are so excited to be bringing you some awesome content based on the Lord, talking about sports, involving some crazy conspiracy theories. But we want to thank Matthew 18 Ministries and Jacob Shaw for allowing us to use this space and set up a set here in this awesome facility. But we're excited to have you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
But when going into football, my friends in my neighborhood, they gave me a name because one day my dad made some food for the kids.
I love this.
He's Puerto Rican, so he made arroz con gandules, which is a Puerto Rican dish. But all my friends in the neighborhood
So your name was Arroz?
No.
Oh.
It was different. It was Mexican rice.
Okay.
That's what they called me. They called me Mexican rice playing football.
Did they call you
because my dad
Arroz Mexicano or
No.
Arroz Mexicano.
They just called me Mexican rice. That was
Mexican
my name.
rice.
Yeah,
That's
that was my
great.
name. So tried out for football because of the conditioning that I had been doing for soccer. I was just like, I could run laps around any of the football players.
Oh, yeah.
And pretty big. I was decently sized. You know, I was putting like 225 up as,
Stacked.
I was weighed like, 170 at the time. So I was decently fit.
Yeah.
Tried out Coach Pacabla. That was his name.
That's not I just want to dispute. That's not a real name.
He was
Pacabla is not a
Pacabla.
Is not a real
He was
word.
a big white dude.
Okay.
He was like 6'3". Like reminded me of Steven, maybe a little smaller, but he played D1 college, and then he was coaching for us down in South Florida, Park Vista High School, class of 2010.
Yeah.
Cobras.
Shout out 2010.
My people. But he was like, so I tried out for the team, and in the tryouts, like one of the things was we had to, we did our workouts. We did, they did a little things where you had to do the training things or whatever. And then they're like, all right, go run some laps. And this was at the end of it, and I'm just sitting there smoking everybody. And I'm like, what? Where's everybody at? And they're all dying behind me, and I'm like, is this normal?
Gringos?
And then after that, coach was like, hey, so you've never played football, so we're going to try you on the JV team, but we'll probably move you up pretty quickly. And I was like, okay. And this could be a figment of my imagination just now, but whatever. That's what he told me. Yeah, I'm going to stick to it. And then that very next day, my mom's like, hey, what are you thinking about doing? And I'm like, I don't know. Mal's like, hey, there's a job at McDonald's. You want to come work? I'm like, I'm broke. So I'm going to go make some money. And that was the moment I decided to not play football and go
the McDonald's route.
Flipping the burgers.
To extend the thank you. Man, I'm a sucker for a Big Mac.
Brother,
and
double quarter pounder.
If you had any involvement in any way, when we visited Florida, I just want to extend a thank you.
You're welcome.
That's so
absolutely.
Good. I to this day
So I never played sports like you guys, but
you got experience.
I have experience,
and that's, to be honest, that's the reality for a lot of people. I mean, if for me, and I don't want to say it's like purely because of my size or athleticism, but that's
discounts everything I do.
It's not because I'm better than
my
you.
Greek buddy, because of the size,
I'm this
big Nephilim size the Lord blessed me with.
I'm just this huge man who can do pirouettes and I'm just agile and just brilliant.
Yeah. But I mean that's the reality, and I think, to be honest with you, the vision of where I see this podcast going is not necessarily targeted to athletes or former athletes. I think it's, we talked about this earlier about what, is Club Varsity mean? And I think this is probably a good, segment to explain that. But, there's people that don't have the ability or don't have the opportunity to play sports. Yeah. And really, the ultimate meaning for me for Club Varsity is, being a varsity member is generally you're the best on the squad. Yeah. From your grades, you're top dog, and really what goes into that is the work that you put in that a lot of people don't see. And as Christians, when I say Club Varsity, it doesn't mean that we're better than anybody. I see it as that we're called to a higher standard.
I was literally going to say that.
And that's where, for me, it's if we're flipping burgers, and I know we joke around about flipping burgers.
Absolutely.
And
there's nothing wrong with that.
And doing
flip it unto the Lord.
I mean,
as unto the Lord. Do all things as unto the Lord. Yeah. Look at these.
But, thank you, Jesus, for this job.
Yes.
That's good.
Sizzle. But no, I mean, I think that's what trying to capture, convey the message to the audience of, who's tuning into this podcast. I think it could, we're going to have people on here that are going to come from all walks of life.
Yep.
That, I envision this too, non-athletes, people that weren't successful in the athletic field. Maybe if it's entrepreneurs or people that are successful. Yes.
That is me.
Well, hold on. You said so many things just now. Entrepreneurs, people who are not. Did you say not successful?
All of me.
And you called.
No.
You called Joey.
I said successful. I said successful.
All right, run it back.
But even
rewind that 10 seconds.
That feels racist.
So that draws me to when I say successful, and this is a word that I read in a book. that a friend gave me. It was a book written by Coach Jim Tressel. And success to me is, everyone has a different definition of success. And when I read the excerpt from that, and I'd have to have it here for reference, but I'm trying not to butcher it, but his definition of success was peace of mind. And, when you lay your head on your pillow at night, it's, do you have peace? And as believers, there's only one source that we get that peace from.
Come on.
And it doesn't matter how many zeros are in your bank account. It doesn't matter if you're flipping burgers or you're running on the field throwing up. Like, that is something that I think at the core of what this podcast can be. Like, we have fun, but I would broaden that message out to people that are watching that aren't athletes.
Yeah.
But that are believers or curious about the faith, that we're called to a higher standard, and that's our role here on this earth, is to live that out.
And the cool thing about the athletics piece is that it is a shared experience. Most people, especially most dudes in our kind of sphere, we're not hunter gatherers anymore, guys.
I wouldn't say that.
I am a hunter gatherer. If you see right behind me, I'm a hunter. There's a freaking cool bow right here. Yeah. Do you guys see this? Am I pointing at my bow?
Is it in the shot?
This bow
Might be. We're about to find
bow that I have hunted
it's in the
bears
shot.
Yeah.
Like, it's gone with me through life.
Yeah.
But some of you aren't as cool as me. Oh, sorry. And
that would be me.
No, but not everybody, not everybody goes out anymore like a Neanderthal and hunts their food.
The very few.
They're very few. Yeah. It's
chosen.
The people, it's just a higher calling.
It is.
But something that is kind of like in lieu of hunting and that experience that we used to have as men, you go into an athletic arena and you get a lot of that kind of visceral masculine energy out in a different capacity and in a different setting. And
give me your like manliest.
Test yourself against.
Ooh. Oh, you want him to grunt?
Yeah.
Was that
your manly? Okay, Steven, what do you got? He's talking about manliness, hunter.
Yeah, no, you got to. You got that kind of like, this is a terrible reference. So I'm not going to reference it.
Okay.
No, still, don't ever. I don't condone.
Don't.
I think it's not of God. Cleanse my mind, Lord.
Let's.
But no,
If you know where it's from, it is what it is.
No, you don't. If you know where it's from, no, you don't.
You need to repent. Repent.
Yeah. So it's that like kind of, man, I'm going to say the word arena. And every time I say it, I'm going to think of the moment where I was like, oh, you played in an arena, didn't you? So
Arena.
that's going to happen. Anyway, forgive me for that. But it really does. Like it hits this chord and this shared experience that a lot of guys have.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't play, like at some level, you're going to play a sport in your life anymore, dude. Everybody I've ever seen, every dude I've seen plays pickleball. First of all,
Wow.
Oh,
we're gonna go down this rabbit hole.
First of
cool
all,
with it,
I don't know how they turn pickles into balls. That's freaking wild to me. How do they make them bounce? Can you answer that?
The mommy pickle and the daddy pickle.
They have the baby pickle.
Yeah, I mean,
we're sitting next to a pickleball court. There's a pickleball court right here because
There's also another one outside.
and two more in the exterior of the building. We're surrounded by pickles. We're surrounded by paddles.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in that whole realm of pickleball.
It's
thing.
wild.
It's a conspiracy.
I think
It's
I would love
it's like
to,
mattress stores.
I would love to open dig through the archives of the internet, and just be like, where do the origins of pickleball come from?
Ooh.
You know,
Steven's little brother Dustin
It's actually
is
Jeffrey
like
Epstein.
semi-pro.
Jeffrey Epstein started
Dustin is
pickleball.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes.
No. The roots. The roots are in the emails.
I'm just kidding.
The origins are in the emails.
The
It was
roots
written- it was
of
written.
pickleball.
They talk
are-
about Nephilim in that one, for sure.
They do.
Nephilim.
They do.
For sure.
So anyway, like I was saying, it's just a really cool opportunity to. They do talk about Nephilim though. It's a really cool opportunity to kind of come into a shared experience, have the understanding of hey, we all played sports. We all can relate to this.
Well, I think
pre-game,
too-
post-game.
Yeah, and I think too, like if you don't play sports, there's natural competition.
Yeah.
In the workforce, like when you look at depending on what industry you're in, or if you're doing a job and you're being tracked by, how many pieces you're building, or, you work in the sales realm and there's a board and you're competing with the other sales reps for top spots. I mean, there's a lot of ways through the lens of an athlete where you can look at things outside of the field and be like, you can see the competitive nature that is built into,
those correlation pieces.
Yeah, you can pull in so much of what the athletes are doing, the different ways they have to train, like if you look at the, 30 for 30, or like the quarterback one on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The detail that they're
following.
It's unreal. It's the amount of time they spend like studying, where you wouldn't think that just as your average Joe, you're just sitting there like, oh, but if you really like just take time to look at what they're doing and like try to follow their lifestyle, it translates so much into so many different areas that I think people who like are entrepreneurs, and that's the three of us here, love to live that life, but you can glean so much from the way they just will go so vigorously after something.
Definitely.
There's just
it's the
so much determination.
I mean, to me, it's there's a quote, and I'll probably say all kinds of cheesy quotes throughout this whole podcast, but
hey, that's perfect.
It's okay.
I want to give this one to Ben Franklin. You guys are more than free to look this one.
Who's that? Who is that?
Benjamin Franklin. I'm sorry. I said Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin.
Benjamin. Sorry for clarification.
Oh, I
believe it was.
I do know Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin from Middletown?
No,
I think I know him.
If you fail to prepare, then prepare to fail.
Oh yeah, I think that is actually him.
I think it is him. That might be my thing now. It's just like making up quotes and attaching them to names and having people fact check me, and I'll be like,
just like Elon Bezos said.
And it's like, and that was Doug Smith.
Yeah. But he is the one that tried something 9,999 times before he succeeded on his 10,000th time.
Yeah,
that's why
it's consistency.
Yeah,
and that plays a part into athletes to the professional world is being persistent, consistent. There's a lot of ints, and and then preparation, and then
and it boils down.
One of the words for me as of recently is execution.
Oh yeah,
because you have the ability to come up with great ideas.
Yep.
You put in all this work. That final step is executing it,
making
and
it happen,
seeing it out and making it happen. Like,
it's all just an idea until it happens.
Exactly. Yes. And that's why I have so much respect for the French Revolution. Shout out to the Jacobins. That's not true. I don't have any respect for them. But it also, that's a really good point, and it correlates also really heavily into faith. And I think that's something that, like, you see things operating at a high level, or people who are consistent, people who show up, people who do the work. They excel in whatever field that they set their minds to. So whether it's athletics, the workforce, or like secular workforce, or in your faith, and it shows, and you walk it out, and as you walk it out, it becomes evident in your life. People can see it.
And I think you should put a disclaimer on there that when you look at people that are role models or people that are successful in these things, the disclaimer hashtag is they're not perfect. And
nobody's perfect, man. We live and we learn it again and again until we get it right.
And that's where it's like the standard of, the example that we should. No, I wanted someone to get that.
That is Hannah Montana. That's to the team.
That was a quote from Hannah Montana. Shout out, big fan of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an idiot.
You guys were in on that. Like,
that was a deep
you guys
cut.
Big Hannah Montana guys growing up?
Every episode.
Miley Cyrus.
I'm sitting there like, man, what philosopher, where'd you pull that one out?
Like, that's good, dude.
That's good,
That
man.
one's Socrates. I just keep it on my head.
Socrates. I like that guy.
Socrates, man. Didn't he play with Plato?
That was Hannah
he did play with Plato.
Yeah, probably 2004.
I don't know, man. Okay. I think it might have been like 2000. If I get this year right, I just don't want people to judge me. So I'm not going to say.
Come on, homeschool. Tell us.
I was homeschooled. I didn't ever finish my. I was homeschooled. So I'm gonna finish my intro real fast. Actually, I was homeschooled. I've got 7 siblings, 6 brothers, 1 sister. Grew up watching Hannah Montana. Shout out my gal. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a whole lot of respect for Miley Cyrus. I don't think she's I don't think she's a role model, and I don't think anyone listening to this podcast should listen to her music.
I mean, sometimes we just, you got to put your hands up to the situation.
Yeah.
And you play the song and
Yeah. So you just gotta
let it fly away.
Let it fly away.
Let it fly away.
And I'm just, sometimes you just gotta rock your hips like,
yeah. Guys, that was the wholesome Miley. That's before she got whatever's
going on with her face,
to her,
dude. Have you seen that thing?
She is. It's sad, dude.
Well,
That's. Hey, guys, listen here. That's fatherless behavior. That's some fatherless behavior.
But Billy Ray, dude, he's there.
Nah, man. I met him once. I ran a Chick-fil-A in Spring Hill, Tennessee. I was part of the director team, and Billy Ray Cyrus came through our drive-through. It was fairly frequently. He'd come through pretty often. He carried a stack of headshots of himself.
No. What a
so
power
when people
move. What a
asked
move.
for a picture, he wouldn't like take a picture with them.
He
would hand them a headshot of himself and be like,
Nice.
"Here you go."
Is that wrong? Is that gross to do that? I mean,
I think it's disgusting.
I mean, the girl he handed one through the window of the Chick-fil-A.
I hope you guys don't look in my car or anything.
Oh wait, yeah, no,
He's got 'em
no,
printed out
that's not
right
normal.
Huff Daddy.
3 Heisman Award winner.
Huff Daddy.
Stephen Huff.
I sign it, man of the people, Huff. That's every headshot. No, yeah. So
Carried headshots.
yeah, he
Okay.
carried headshots.
Very cool.
To kind of finish off, I played football, basketball in high school. Had an amazing time. Great people in homeschool. I introduced to a lot of cool individuals. My older brother Tyler, great guy. Everyone in my class, shout out. I was a valedictorian. Of my high school class. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
How many were there?
I believe
It was just me
it's a gift.
by
It's a
myself.
gift. That's a gift.
I also finished last.
First and last.
Yeah.
Really fought with
Last shall be first.
Fought with my teacher all the time. She grounded me once.
Yeah,
I told my mom.
Yeah.
My mom said that was me.
Dude, I made my teacher quit. Isn't that crazy?
You're lying.
I was so bad, I made my teacher quit. I was also dyslexic, but yeah, I was homeschooled for 6 months.
Were you really?
My dad said, no, we're not doing this anymore.
I'm sitting there like, man, no, I didn't know this.
I swear.
You will get on that bus.
Your dad's like, I'm not doing
He
this.
said, heck no. My sister, great student. I'm sitting there like, this is Chinese. I can't read this.
Yeah, my teacher, she couldn't really quit. I don't know. She's my mom is a special lady. She's crazy. She homeschooled 8 children.
Yeah, that's a
Voluntarily.
wow.
What's wrong with her?
What a woman.
I know. She's fantastic. I did call her though after having my second. So I have 2 daughters. They're 5 and 2. They're fantastic. My wife Brooke, shout out. She's an absolute gem for putting up with me. But my 2-year-old was born. We were in the hospital. Got home 3 or 4 days later. I called my mom. I was like, "You're a freaking crazy person. Cannot believe you did this 8 times. Thank you."
Wow.
Because I love having 7 siblings. It's fantastic. They're like built-in best friends. So I call them all the time.
That's really cool.
And if you guys aren't watching this, then you're dead to me. Okay. If my siblings aren't watching this right now,
Yeah. Wow.
You're cut off.
you're
Yeah.
cut
You're
off,
cut off.
man.
You're
You're
cut
cut
off.
off.
The Logan Penrod.
No, so that's kind of like a little bit of insight into my life. Had a great childhood. Got to travel a lot because my dad did music, so that afforded us some interesting opportunities.
Yeah.
So, in high school there was that kind of juxtaposition internally of
What a word.
I know,
Wow.
right?
Actually
That's my-
using it in a sentence. That's
That
impressive.
is the only
My-
big word that I know how to use in context.
Okay.
The others I kind of use like in photosynthesis of each other.
Like you had the athletic side of me just in the spin cycle.
No, so it was a blast. I'm thankful for my childhood, and there's a little insight into my life. Come back for the next episode, and we'll reveal another layer of ourselves.
The onion. We'll just start calling him the onion.
Peel ourselves back. I was referring to all of us, but I'll be the only onion.
Be the onion.
I'll be the onion.
So
Onions.
going through introductions, I think we should probably.
You want to go down? Do you want to hit?
Sports family?
Here's the cool thing. Joey Correa is the main The man himself.
Joey's gonna make this look.
I don't think there's anything wrong with keeping some of this in it. Like this is all natural.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
So we can move to. Do you want to talk about the athlete life and what it looks like the week nobody sees? Do you want to? I think that's something that you should break down.
The athlete life,
especially for you, you were in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You were the one who
collegiately.
dedicated your life to this.
yeah,
winning
I mean,
multiple
I can
Heismans.
share a little bit of that. And I mean, this was, man, I know I look like I'm like late 20s, but you know,
Yeah, bro.
this was
You don't look a day over.
this was back
40.
in 2009. So 2005 through 2010. Yeah, you were still flipping the burgers.
Flipping the burgers.
I was probably freshly flipping burgers.
You're freshly flipping.
Yeah.
No,
they better be fresh.
2005,
That'd be a great shirt.
I was
freshly flipping with Club Varsity.
It's just two birds.
Yes, it's just
freshly flipping.
Welcome to our podcast. Tune in. We talk about the
2005,
Lord.
I was working at a pool place
okay.
with. I would dispense chlorine.
Okay, I wanted you to define the pool place. There,
Yeah,
are
it was
pool
like
halls
a
in
no,
repute.
like a
So you were the chlorine guy.
yeah.
Okay.
They came to the pool place and
Yeah.
they got their water and I tested the water. I was like, yep, it's bad. Here's your chlorine.
Yeah.
And they would have to manually fill in these chlorine jugs and my jeans. I had to buy a new pair of jeans every 2 weeks
Because it would stain.
because it would like rip through the jeans. The
Oh,
chlorine.
really?
You gotta write-
It's stronger than bleach.
Oh, yeah.
It's pure.
Wow.
It's
Thank you.
unfiltered.
Well, I want to extend another
It's
thank you in
expensive.
the show.
Yeah.
Of, looking out for people's skin care. Because
You're welcome.
if we didn't have you on the scene, like testing those levels,
Testing the levels of
putting
the
too
waters.
much or too
We would
less,
all-
there'd be some major cases coming out of Fort
yeah.
Lauderdale.
It'd be very bad.
Some
So-
E. coli cases from
Again,
bacteria
yeah.
growth.
Yeah.
And then, if they put too much chlorine, they're just melting.
Again.
They're swimming in their own.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah. And this is a thankful night for me to you.
Yeah.
Just thankful for
So
you, Joey.
you were 2005.
So 2005, I mean, grew up, you're talking a little bit like, backgrounds, like grew up in church and, my first year was at Cincinnati. So I kind of split time down on campus, driving back and forth, living at home. Got to experience it a little bit. I think
school life.
Yeah,
college
I think
life?
living at home, like off campus, kind of kept me a little like separated from the reality of like what most athletes go through. So, I mean, a lot of the time you're packing up, you're moving, you're living in a dorm, moving in with guys you have no idea that are on your team with you, and
That's some fun times right there.
I mean,
It's like
looking
human.
at-
It's like human roulette. You're just like, what do we
yeah,
get?
like you have no idea what you're gonna get, and
Some guys you love, some guys you hate.
Some guys are like, they brought
Yeah.
2 shirts and they're like, they're just living life like.
Some guys steal from you.
Some guys steal everything you have. You know what? Carlos Santana from freshman year of college at Liberty University.
Yeah.
yeah.
Misael, I know you stole my headphones. Yeah.
Let's call these guys on. Talk to him.
I had a great experience.
Yeah. Okay. Because you're a Nephilim.
So Steven,
you're gigantic.
so Steven was the one who stole stuff.
I mean, you're that guy.
I mean,
Give me back my bike, Carlos.
it was something that, and I'd be curious to like, as well as when we sit with, athletes that are going into college, because it's one of those things you don't know until you do it. And, after I transferred down to Murray State, it was something for me that, I'm 5 hours from home, kind of in this discovery mode of like, I've broken away from the nest, like not around mom and dad. So there's this thing, man. It was Logan. I don't know if I shared this with Logan earlier this week, but there was a component for me where now I'm outside of the house. There was this curiosity, especially when you're in this environment. You're going to get put with guys that come from different backgrounds, different faith beliefs, and man, one thing, and I had on here like a real good friend of mine, Coach Peterson. I wish I would have heard his teaching on this probably 15, 20 years ago, but he said what a lot comes down to in life is what you read and who you hang out with. Mm-hmm. And at a young age, you don't really like.
You don't think about that.
Like you don't think about it.
No.
Unless you're homeschooled.
Unless you're,
And then you don't really know anybody, and you just read a lot.
yeah,
So
Or you don't.
or you don't.
And your parents kick
Yeah.
your butt.
your parents quit you.
Your parents quit
Yeah,
and
that
say,
was
go
illegal.
back to public school, you idiot.
Yeah, but
He's not an idiot.
I'm
guys.
not.
I value
loves
you as a
me.
human.
But the getting in those environments, I mean, I look back at it, and I had a college career that my dream was to go to the next level. I mean, that was, I think everybody that goes that route is ultimately, wanting to play for a professional team of some sort. And I had tasted things and did things in college that, I should probably.
Oh, dear Lord.
Tasted
I shouldn't say tasted, but
What did you taste,
I did things
Stephen
in college that a lot of young people are exposed to.
Oh, yeah.
And
More and more.
not proud of.
Yeah. What would you
And-
say was like the thing that you're like, that pushed me over the edge and now I'm just gone over the edge? Like, what was the moment? Because there's always a moment. I feel like there's a moment where just like, there's
Like
right
that
and wrong, and then
defining
you're just
piece.
like, I messed up. You know what? Let's just keep going.
I mean, I think that was anytime I would overconsume alcohol. I think like
that would do it.
it's like that blurs the consciousness of like decisions of what you're doing.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it makes things a little blurry.
It makes it blurry. And, it's coming from a, Christian home. It was something that, you go to those environments and
Sure. Were you drinking while you were out, Cincy, or?
no.
So you went to-
go to Murray, and it's like, I'm exposed to this whole life outside of home. And, it's one of those things where, I look back at it and I made great relationships. My experience was amazing, but, at the end of the day, one of the things that I learned the hard way was football was something that I did. It's not who I was.
Yeah.
And that came to kind of a crashing halt my senior year, as goofy and this is a wild story, but we just lost the week before against Tennessee Martin and knocked us out of like winning the conference.
Shout out Pulaski, 45 minutes from where I grew up.
Yep. And we're
Sorry
like
you lost.
goofing off before pregame, and there was like raining. I had my helmet on. You couldn't even hear anything because of the wind and rain blowing through the helmet. And we're doing walkthroughs, and there's just huge mud puddles everywhere. And we're running up and sliding at them, and I go to probably the worst mud puddle out there. And if any of my college roommates or friends that are listening to this are probably being like, yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen anybody do. But they like line up. This is my recollection from the event was they line up on each side and they're cheering for me. I run and I slide like most high school. I think Pee Wee back in the day, like we would practice football on the ball fields. And anytime it would rain, like we're just sliding in the mud. Like that's what football players
It was
did.
the best.
I never did that.
And,
We didn't have much. I was not playing Pee Wee's nothing.
and that's what we did. And so like a part of me was like, it was childish. And I stood up.
Did you
and
slide like?
I
feet
slide.
first?
Yeah,
What
head
are we
first.
talking?
Oh, head first.
Head
Oh,
first?
head first.
Okay.
Head first.
So you break
Head
your
first,
neck?
and I slid like forever.
Well, he slid in, and it was 36 feet deep.
Yeah.
That's like, it was the deepest puddle.
Yeah, it was not ideal. And
It wasn't that deep, guys. I'm sorry.
it wasn't deep. But I stand up and I'm like, everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, like I just slid this crazy way. And I felt like I just like scratched my knee. Like that's all it felt like. And I look down and my knee is literally like sliced in half.
Oh
and
my
it just
gosh.
like I can see everything inside my knee and it's just hanging there.
That
like
is not fun.
not to be graphic, but
not
it was like roast beef.
Oh, not to be
I'm
graphic.
like- and I'm like, in that
Mangled
period, this was my
flesh.
senior year.
Yeah.
And, I didn't know what the future held for football, but
Nothing after that.
Yeah.
dude, after that, like,
Now you do.
and I share the story, like something that I worked my whole life, like from a kid through high school to college. I played my last football game and I didn't know it because I ended up having to be rushed to the ER.
That's crazy.
They had to like clean my knee out and then stitched it up. And then 3 days later, it got infected. They were worried about my leg, losing my leg. I had to go in the hospital, stay in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days, reopen it, get it clean, antibiotic gauze. And there was the reality that hit me like a ton of bricks that everything that I had worked for, that I had myself wrapped up into, was now gone. And
In an instant.
In an instant. And like one of the hardest phone calls of my life was calling my dad all the way to the ER because everybody was planning to come to the game that weekend, and having to call him and share with him that I'm most likely done. And that was it. There's no more.
That's so tough. But it's like looking back and from an outside perspective, I can't imagine how difficult that would be to just like, you know, be doing walkthroughs and then that fast you're in the middle of it. It's not like you're playing you're not even playing a game. It's just
it's
over.
walkthroughs. We're in t-shirts and shorts and helmets. And
I would love to hear. I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there who have experienced something similar.
Yeah,
like you're walking along, and it doesn't even have to. It's not even in the middle of a game. Like the dude.
Did you see the baseball clip?
No, what?
The guy, dude, it's awful clip. Like, he's like rounding first, like just a shot. He's rounding first. I don't even know if it was. I think it was a home run, and he knocks it out of the park. He's rounding first, and like he kind of like looks back to celebrate and does like a hop, comes down, and his leg just snaps in half.
Ooh, whoa!
Like the most wildest thing I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And you know, prayers for that guy. Like
Sure.
I hope like that's nothing major. Like, but yeah, I mean that's a reality for a lot of athletes, and something that I went through was. After that knee injury, you know, there was this hole now that was empty.
It just got ripped open.
It just got ripped open, and there's this wound. So, you know, naturally, I'm filling that with things that I think that could suppress that feeling.
Yeah.
Whether it be drugs, alcohol, and just trying to numb because everything that I've worked for was gone. And I look back at it, and man, God had his hand over my life because I tell the story, and I'm like it's like there's that redemption side, and I go through this whole period of like trying to accept the fact that my career and everything's done, and I come back for break. I would have never came back the weekend because we had a game. So I came home from one weekend, and I ended up meeting my wife on that weekend that I came back. Wow. And I would have most likely never, that would have never happened because I probably wouldn't have came home until Christmas break.
Wow.
But I mean, I look at it in Coach Troy, we did an interview, and I'd love to get him back on, but you know, he said something that I look back at it, and I think this is true for a lot of athletes that, you know, sports, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, you know, it's something that you do. It's not who you are.
Yeah.
Because
it's that discussion of identity.
Yes.
And that's when what you said is it ripped out like what happened is your identity got removed.
It was an identity, to a large degree. And it was identity crisis.
Oh yeah. And then you don't know who you are. So you're looking to fill that void. And where I was kind of wanting to go with it was asking, you know, I'm sure that there are people out there every day who are experiencing this, and it might not be at the same level. You know, it can happen before, but there are kids. We just saw one of the guys here in Lebanon, where we live. Yeah. He just got picked up by who was Ohio State, right?
Yeah,
tight end out of Lebanon Warriors, I believe, is the title of our mascot. Yeah. But if his last game, like he was, you know, during high school, if his last game was on a Friday night, you know, back at the end of the year, he would have never known.
Yeah.
And so when you work that hard and you have these prospects and these hopes and these ideas and this vision for where your life is going to be, and all of a sudden it gets just ripped out of your hands, and you realize kind of how helpless you are. I'm sure it puts you into this, like, you know,
Yeah,
state
and I mean,
where
and
you're just kind of wallowing.
And you hear this like all the time, and it's like, to me, it was like always cheesy. Like, play every game like it's your last.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, like next week's guaranteed.
What's that song? Live Like You're Dying? What's it? Who did that?
You gotta live like you're dying.
Is that
That's one.
I was Tim McGraw.
I was thinking of the Tim McGraw. That's another one. Who did that one? That's a great one. That was like the pop one.
Yeah.
That was great.
You only got 24 seconds to
That is.
Joey.
Who did that? That's going to bother me.
Christian dude. I don't know. It was on Christian radio forever.
Yeah.
That's going to bother me a lot. It's not Jeremy
I don't know that
Camp.
Tim McGraw
It's
one,
not
bro.
Tim McGraw. Yeah.
Sing it, brother.
like you were dying.
Yeah.
This brown boy definitely don't know that.
You were dying.
But to me, like
You should.
It's something that you hear it, and it's like she's like, this is, you know, it plays like your last game, and then for reality for some folks and myself, it was.
Yeah.
And I'm a big person too. Like,
You are. You're a very big person.
I'm big, but I don't regret anything.
No.
Because
No regrets.
no regrets. I had to go through that to get to where I'm at.
Yeah.
And, you know, to say that, you know, I think it's a lesson learned that, you know, I can pass down to my children.
Sure.
Other, you know, people that, you know, I get to encounter and meet with, like sharing my story. And I hope this podcast makes it to somebody that, if your identity is wrapped up in sports, like, I hate to be newsflash, breaking news, but like it's going to let you down.
Oh yeah.
And one day it's going to end. And that's the reality with anything. And this is, I'm going to go
lights out at
it's
some
going to
point.
get deep real quick right here.
Yes.
But that's where, you were able to stabilize and you were able to kind of find your center because your center was Christ. And so it all boils down to this place where regardless of what you do, if your identity is in that thing, if it's sports, if it's, you know, God forbid, like gambling, people anymore. We touched on it. Gambling is crazy. People do it with work, especially entrepreneurs. People who, you know, you got to go out there and kill it and bring it home. And if you don't, then no one does. But if that's your identity and it's not centered in God, one day that thing's going to get taken away. You're not going to be able to do it anymore. And I think with sports, it's acutely obvious when it happens because it's like this poignant moment. It happens. The Buffalo Bills dude who was playing here, it was at our stadium.
Yeah.
It was here
Hamlin.
at the Bengals. Yeah. He had like, I think it was an aortic dissection and it was a heart event. What, 24, 23? He was a young dude. Just fell over. Done.
Yeah.
Done. Like for that moment, he could have died. He should have died.
Yeah.
That's an event that kills you. Yeah. But that just all that to say, that moment when your career ends, when your you know, athletic career, whatever career ends, where does your focus go back to? Where is your identity?
Yeah.
Are you going to be okay, or is it going to send you into this state where you're just reeling and you're not able to, and you fill it with drugs, alcohol, gambling, you know, whatever, women, whatever it is.
Whatever. Yeah. It can be. It doesn't even have to be the
it doesn't. It doesn't even have to be bad. That's the
Yes.
wildest part. Like if you fill it with bug collecting, you're like, I want to go out and I'm going to catch
bucket collecting?
the bug, biggest moth on earth. I'm going to find that moth.
Is this something you need to talk about, or?
So guys, I found the sickest moth. But
Bringing it back.
Okay, but yeah, bug collecting.
I think it's powerful that like the statement that you said is it's not. Football it became, what was it? Say it one more time. Football
it was something that I did.
It's not who you were.
It's not who at the time though, football was who I am.
Yeah.
And
that's
like
who your
who I
identity
was,
in.
and my identity was wrapped into that.
Yeah.
And when that was gone, I mean, it was like my house was built on the sand.
Come on.
And it collapsed.
Yeah.
Because there's no foundational support, because I was seeking my identity in the wrong things. And I mean, it can go so much, even like, but
I feel like God has to do that to us.
Yes.
In order, and He doesn't do it to everybody.
No.
But because he's trying to use you in a specific way, he did that.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't have found your wife. You wouldn't have started this business, Script Coffee, that talks about stories. You know, you love sitting around a coffee table and talking about stories, talking to people and changing lives. That's what you do. But that wouldn't have happened if you would have stayed on the trajectory that you were doing.
And I will say this, because I agree, and I will say this, and I'm going to give a plug to my man, Andre. He's a
Andre
dear
Smiley.
friend of mine, and he's starting a prison ministry, and it's called Second Chance. And man, the first time I met him was last week, and it's like printed on my heart what he said. But he was like, I asked him why it's called Second Chance, and he's like, because I was given a second chance, and a third chance.
It's called God's Second Chance Ministries.
Yes,
that's what it's called.
And he was like, I was given a second chance, and a third chance, and a fourth chance. Wow. And I go, man, thank God that he gives us those, because there's some people that don't get that.
Oh yeah.
And that's where, man, every morning that I wake up, it's just gratitude.
Oh
that I get it. You know, every day is another chance to give him glory and live out my life to exude his light to where I'm at in my community, to my business.
Yeah. It's a kind of segue to kind of pull from that and I think ask a really cool question that's poignant to this. I want to just briefly ask, because I know that I want this podcast to be something that, you know, we've talked about this, that people can listen to of all walks of faith. So we're very openly Christian. We're openly Christian men. Yeah. We're going to talk about God. Yeah. We love God.
Jesus.
We love the Lord. We worship Jesus, and that's what we do, and we love him. But I also, you know, I want people to engage too. Like, ask us questions. If we're saying stuff and you don't get it, because the reality is we all three grew up deep in church. We are church. We're church boys, man. I was a freaking pew baby. Yeah. Both of my grandfathers were pastors. My dad is an ordained minister and does Christian music. It was my whole life. Yours too. Like we all grew up in it.
Yeah.
But I don't want that to alienate anyone. So like, don't think that we are not people who are going to sit here and judge you for what you go through.
Not at all.
We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot ourselves. Like, dude, the gambit, the three of us, we can relate to anything you send us. Yeah. Unless you've been to outer space, I've never
would like to go.
If you're recruiting, we'll go with you.
Biggest dreams. I'd love to do that.
I wish you luck.
But I'd love to talk. I'd love to talk about faith and game day, just briefly. Sure. Not really, not take a whole lot of time, but like how it showed up before games, during possibly like during adversity in those games, because I know that there's a lot of it. You got an internal adversity, literal adversity, where you're playing an adversary, like you have a team that you're opposing, and then after you win, and also I think more importantly after you lose, or reverse those. After you lose, it's easy to go like, oh God, we lost. Like, so help me get better after a win, though.
So that's a really good question, because man, I feel like I could plug all these ministries that have like been like.
Do it.
Going like it's the Sing Ministries with Shane and Shane. You sign up and they text you every day at 7:00 in the morning.
That's
a devotional with songs, and the whole purpose behind it is
it's crazy how
getting people all together at 7:00 in the morning, and they sing a song and they read scripture, and it's just a good start to your day.
That's cool.
And they talked about today. There was, I guess, a write-up by C.S. Lewis, and he is probably going to run me through the ringer on this, because he's pretty well-versed.
If you miss this quote right now, I'm going to throw a chair at.
It was essentially, it was like the three believers, or it was like the three, like, there's the one that's like a non-believer. Yeah. The second one is like, it's like a tax. Mm-hmm. And then the third's like a New Testament, fully committed believer. And to me, it was like, I think during college, I would have fell under category 2. Like, I was raised upright. I knew what was right. And it was kind of like, you asked me like my approach on game day. It's like, I'm going to live like this. And then Lord, when I need you, it's like it's like the genie, and it's like, I'll pay the tax for this, like, this game or this adversity that I'm facing. And then, whatever the outcome was, say it was good or bad, it was like, if it was good, if it was bad, it was never blame. It was like, as a competitor, it's always like, but, if it was good, it was just like, Thank you, Lord. And you see a lot of that happening right now in college athletics with people acknowledging. And
not just college athletics. I mean, it's everywhere. You see it
it's everywhere. And you see like
in the music industry, in the film industry, people get up there, you know.
And somebody said this, I think it was Andre again, about the cross on his neck. And
come on.
He made the comment of like a lot of people wear the cross on their neck and it exudes outward, but it doesn't reflect inward. And
that'll hit you,
man.
That's called conviction of the Lord.
And I would say that was a lot of me through college was like, yeah, this is who I am. But if you saw how I was really living and was I in the Word and was I really growing in my faith? No, I wasn't. And that's why, because my identity was in football and God was a genie to me of, I have a problem,
Fix it.
Can you be here? Can you be my, and here's the thing is, he's always there. And there's times where, I'd had conversations through college about things and I kind of wrap up the story about the whole knee incident. I went out one night and was just a fool, and I fall face down on my bed, and I heard God audibly call a name, say, "Stephen, this is not who I called you to be." And it shook me. Like, it sounds crazy, but like it shook. Like, I got up and I thought somebody was in my room.
That sounds very Pentecostal.
Are you sure you're wondering?
I mean,
you're Pentecostal.
I grew up in Pentecostal church, but like,
cute tambourine.
To me, where I was at that state of life, like, I heard it, and I go, like, it shook me because there was a fear, like there was somebody in my room that just said this. And man, after that, like, come on, it was something that, reflecting on that, and I go, well, who am I? And I'm looking at what I'm doing, and I'm like, man, I'm living like a heathen right now. And this is not like my purpose here on earth is to not be this. And it really started this journey of, man, there's a lot of times around like, man, I did not deserve to meet the woman that I met. And man, I love my wife to death. And just that whole, like, from that moment on, I just look at God's hand in my life, and it's just the one word that comes to my mind is gratitude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
that's good. Man.
I mean, that was my college athletic experience. And your question about pregame prayers, like, it's something for me that, I don't know. I think it was just
at some level, there's like I'm not going to call you out. I'll speak to myself.
Yeah.
I did some lip service. Like
I think that's
there were moments that there were moments that I was on fire for God. I was living a life that was very evident of my faith. And then, there are other times when you're running around with your buddies and you're acting like a hooligan. You're doing things that are not of the Lord. But, the cool thing is, he sees us and he loves us and he's there and he's present. And, that doesn't mean that didn't mean that I didn't love God. That's the wildest part. There's this internal
absolutely
battle where you almost think like, just because you sin doesn't mean you don't.
That's good.
You don't love God and you don't have a relationship with Him. It just means that you need to check yourself on whether that relationship is something that is healthy or it's stagnant. A relationship is a two-way street. It's communication. If you're not communicating with someone, are you in relationship with them? If you don't talk to your wife, is your relationship healthy?
No, but she might kill me.
No, she's gonna stab me while I'm sleeping.
100%.
You're gonna wake up. And she's like, "How are you?"
That's why women are crazy.
She's texting me right now. She's like,
it's late.
It's 10:30.
Yeah, it's late at night, guys. We're all here at this place pretty late right now.
But I want to add something to you. You're saying, like, and this is something that I heard my own dad say this week, and it was so good, and it relates to all this. But it's like I look at me as a father now, and I have a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old, and man, when they're around dad, like they're pretty good. They're pretty obedient because they know when dad's there in the room, dad's watching, and dad's dad's discipline because they know the rules that I have in place. Like, we don't touch hot things. But it's amazing when dad's not there, the trouble they get into.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it speaks for us as well as, you know, outside of our earthly father, like if we're not close to our heavenly father and we're not making it every day that we're in his presence, we are getting ourselves into trouble.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that awareness piece is missing because you're not close, you're not aware of his presence.
Yes.
So like even, you know, I'd act a fool if I didn't know my dad was in the room.
Yeah.
You know, I'd still act a fool, but if I knew my dad was there, I wouldn't act a
There's
fool.
a different tune.
And so and so that awareness of relationship, that like, you know, in communication, you know, you're aware of something when you're close, when you're discussing, like, you know, obviously if I'm talking to you, I'm aware of your presence.
Yeah.
If I'm not talking to you, you know, I might be looking over there and distracted.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that piece. So on specifically game days, you know, that's something that
for me, and I think it's a good question as athletes come on, like, you know, what is, you know, and I think you'll see a lot of common themes. You know, like what is your mindset? Like one question I always like to ask is like, what's your pregame song?
Oh yeah.
Or pregame meal. So I'll answer both. Man, we didn't have a lot of decisions on, because I love food. So like this is my love language is
your
food.
pregame song music always kills me.
This man's like, Rachmaninoff's third.
No, it's like, so pregame meal was like, most of the time it was like grilled chicken.
Oh yeah.
But it was like from a hotel. And it was like
airplane.
It was just chicken. Sitting in a burner for like hours. So like by the time we get it, it's like super dried out.
Yeah, dude.
So the only way to like moisten it was to soak it in ketchup. And I was really good for making my own, like, I think it's a fancy sauce. It's like ketchup, mayo, and just whipping it up. And I would just douse the chicken in there. And I developed a palate for grilled chicken with ketchup, mayonnaise, some kind of veggie, and then always washing it down with a lemon lime Gatorade.
Oh yeah.
And to this day, like,
hey,
there is a nostalgia. There is like a moment when I drink a lemon lime Gatorade. It's just like,
you know, we used to do. So in high school, a buddy of mine showed me this hack. You can freeze a bag of grapes in the freezer, and throw them in some lemon lime Gatorade as ice. Ooh. And at the bottom of your lemon lime Gatorade, you get these delightful little bursts of semi-frozen grape, dude. Wow. I'm gonna tell you right now, that will. The boy's name was Nathan.
I've never heard that one.
Nathan, Zion Christian Academy, O-line.
Sounds like a Scientologist.
Circa 2000.
Lemon lime Gatorade, I think, just a part of childhood. Like, I don't think anything to this day hits harder than a PBJ, lemon lime Gatorade, and a bag of Doritos.
Or 3 bags of Doritos. Or maybe
like that was
a family-sized bag of Doritos.
And I can't be talking about all that food because, like, on our next podcast, we'll have to go down the food journey, the health journey of.
Dude, Steven's over here getting blurry with his diet.
I get blurry with my diet, so I can't give into the.
It's
flesh.
good. Okay, so we hit
What's
favorite
the game?
Favorite
pregame song.
Favorite meal.
Music.
Favorite song.
My favorite songs to listen to, like genre wise, and I don't think anybody on my team ever really knew this, but was like,
they knew.
No, there might be one person that knows it, but it was like a orchestra, like symphony music. And there was something like movie scores, like
Hans Zimmer,
like some of those, like just powerful.
That's actually pretty
like,
epic.
The Gladiator soundtrack? Are you kidding me right now?
I would go to war.
Dude, like the Honor Him song. It's like,
oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like Patriots soundtrack, dude, bro. So anything that Hans Zimmer does.
It was more movie scores I would listen to.
John Williams, bro.
But you had to be careful, like. Because I found out early on, like if I was playing like the really like if it's like 3 or 4 hours before the game, and I'm just playing this like juiced up, like I was like depleted when it came game time because I'm just like
you passed Steven, he's just sitting in a chair. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm just vibrating, just sitting there for like 4 hours. Like
someone walks by, Steven, are you okay?
And then game time, I'm like.
I can't do this.
I didn't know.
Sorry,
I
Coach.
didn't know what coffee was in college. Like I never drank it, and shame on me. Like I hear like professional athletes having espresso machines in their locker, and we weren't having that at Murray, but
we took 5-hour energy shots. Bro. I'm not kidding you. These boys were crazy.
but I
Heart
could have.
failure.
I look back at it and I'm like, man, I could have definitely benefited from coffee in college for sure.
Okay,
That's
so
cool, man.
we got favorite. So you not playing though? Nope. Let's correlate. Like, so when you were flipping bergs back there, what were you jamming to? You were like, yeah,
Dude, whatever. The salsa. Ding, 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 ding.
that's good, man. That's good, dude.
But
that'll get you set.
I never did that. Honestly, if I could compare anything, it would be like I did a lot of like church performances. You know, I did a lot of musical competitions and stuff like that. So before anything like that,
Shout out Teen Talent,
bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I did
like,
fine
but
arts.
But that's
fine
like,
arts. Yeah, that's
yeah.
edgy.
But that's like preparing yourself. Like,
Oh, yeah,
you're
dude.
getting in front of an audience
All the
There's
time.
a preparation factor that goes
Brother,
into that.
I felt like I could never eat anything before I do one of those because I would have bubble guts and I would feel like I'm gonna throw up or crap my pants every time. So I didn't eat like competition days. I wouldn't eat
get
anything.
butterflies.
Nothing. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes you get butterfly kisses.
I'd barely
bedtime
drink.
prayers.
Butterfly kisses.
Bedtime prayers. Little white flowers.
I am just blessed
I
by
would-
having two singers on my
I
left
would-
and right of me.
I can't play that song. I cry. I weep with two daughters.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dog.
That-
You have
my
two
s-
sons.
My song
You got a
is-
little girl.
My song, John Mayer Daughters, is the one that. Father, be good to your daughters.
So I love John Mayer.
Yes.
But dude, butterfly. My dad played Butterfly Kisses when my little sister was born.
Oh.
Over. But that took a hard turn. So Nephilim.
Flipping the burgers.
No, but preparing for fine arts. I mean, that's
Oh, yeah.
a really similar, just similar scenario. Like you're getting up in front of people, you're doing something competitive, and they're, you have opponents. That you're pretty
Myself.
friendly.
Yeah, really, it's a mental game. I mean,
Your
it's-
own
it's-
hands, your bubbly guts.
Yeah.
especially
It's
solo
hard.
performances. Or like if like I sing in chorale, so like I can
yeah.
mess up and like
It's just
low
like
key, nobody's gonna hear.
Would you
it,
ever
but-
listen to something like off the chain before playing? Like I know that you being in music
Joey's
myself.
listening to Christian life metal, like
Dude, who's that? Who's that? Memphis Mayfire?
Honestly, I couldn't listen to anything.
Okay.
I just had to either
Silence?
I had to either be like silent or
Sound of
just like
silence.
talk,
Okay.
have a conversation,
Yeah.
and then just not do anything.
Kinda
for-
zone out. Yeah,
I
I get
literally
that.
have to, because then in my head, I'm like thinking through
Running through
lyrics,
chording, lyrics.
everything. I'm like, okay, we're gonna hit
Song
this part, we gotta talk
transitions.
this way, you did that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't do any of that. So, but to the same point, like I couldn't eat anything before a competition or a game, whatever. I couldn't do anything. I just had to be like locked in.
That's
Well,
fair. I mean, everybody's got different ones, so I don't think we've asked you these questions yet.
That's because I am the question asker. No, that's not true.
So
I'll answer
pregame meal, like
pregame
what
meal.
was your?
Yeah, it
did
was,
you have
dude.
anything?
We were very, very fortunate in a lot of my pregames. Like I had some big boy coaches, and big boy coaches cook big boy food, and big boy food is tasty food.
It's good food.
So
It's good
we
food.
did like carb loading, obviously, but a lot of protein. So
Yeah.
always either pasta, potatoes, rice. Typically, 2 of those 3.
Okay.
And then a meat. So whether it was grilled chicken, one of my Coach Shank in high school, dude, this boy knew how to cook.
Yeah.
Coach Shank, if you ever see this, just know that I will never forget sitting in the cafeteria before we played Mount Pleasant my freshman year, and you cooked steaks. This man cooks steak. Like it had to be, as a grown adult now, I didn't value things properly. As a kid, I was like, why are we eating this like gross chicken that's kind of dry? Like, why can't we have something good? And I didn't realize that, when you're feeding 65 people, young men who are playing sports, they're gonna chow, especially in high school. Like when you get up into college, there's a lot more money getting thrown around.
boys.
Yeah, you big old boy, come here, get you some of this meat pile. What is it? It's mystery.
It's delicious.
It's sloppy Joe.
Eat
No,
it.
he cooked steaks, man, and I ate like 3 of them. It was the worst game I've ever played.
Yeah.
But because I ate so much.
Yeah.
but it was so good. I killed some of my like pregame cocktails. That's what I'm calling my grape drink.
Okay. Your grape drink.
Little pregame cocktail. And I listened to, man, my freshman year, before I got sanctified. That's when Dead Mouse was like big dubstep. I was like, womping out, dude. Right before you walk out, that's some trippy stuff. I do not recommend that. It kind of like put me in a weird state of mind. I was like, am I mad? Am I kind of not? I don't know. Do I want to go to space? Like, what's happening? But then I listened to a lot of like, I listened to a little bit of classical too, depending on my mood. That was more basketball. I felt like that calmed me down. For football, I wanted to get amped. Yeah. And then, for golf, I would just listen to British people talk before playing golf, just some. He's approaching the green.
And he's now going to step off.
It's a dry shot.
Hello, governor.
That was called.
Hello, governor. Before big golf matches.
So it'd be like just some guy like, hello.
I didn't play competitive golf, guys. I need to repent for my lies.
I was gonna say, I didn't know.
But I love watching golf, and that's kind of how golf sounds on TV. They're like, so here he goes, Scotty Scheffler is about to take his shot.
Yeah.
Approach shot looks like 65 yards. And they pan out, and it's this beautiful, people just standing there in polos, serenely watching.
You just hear the wind, like,
and then you catch a hockey game, and it's like,
Growing up, just listen. I listen to soccer in every language. It's like,
So that was kind of my pregame rituals, and I'm not kidding, man. We would listen. I went through like a ghetto rap phase. I thought it was cool. People were like, let's turn up the tunes.
You've been delivered from that,
No, I've got some. I don't even know rappers' names. That's how far removed I am from. I'm like, dude, I'm jamming to like some Mumford and Sons.
Praise God, man.
I know. I've been delivered. Banjo goes,
little lion man, you'll never be who you were once before.
That's good. Come on, Marcus.
All right.
I love Mumford and Sons.
It's not your heart but mine.
I really messed it up this time.
Because we can't say the F word.
Yeah. No, that's a bad word. It's
Sorry.
on my do not say list. Joey wrote it down right here for us. Do not say bad words.
Can't say bad words. Dude, I'm excited for the people we're going to have on here.
Yeah.
The types of guests we're going to get, I know we'll run the gambit.
Yeah, I think
we each have interesting connections.
Yeah.
So obviously, Steven's got some great connections in the sports and athletic world, as well as Joey knows some awesome guys.
Good friends.
Yeah.
And I think it goes outside too. Like we talked about, like people in the music industry.
Oh yeah.
The Christian music industry, like Joey was heading on, like, I would say just like an athlete, when you're touring, you're going from city to city to city, there's probably a lot of things you have to take consideration. Your diet to what you're eating, how much rest you're getting, like in the mindset of an athlete. Because I've never toured like that, but from hearing from people that have, like, it's a toll on you mentally and physically. But I mean, even like the gambit of, folks that we sit down and talk to, from the music industry to the, I think it'd be cool to have like pastors on here as well.
Oh yeah,
to sit down.
There's some salty. Yeah, Jimmy Evans. He's a pastor that I love. Marriage Today, XO Marriage. He does. He has a great podcast. Jimmy Evans. You should have us on your podcast to talk about our marriage and sports. That dude is a salty golfer. He can play golf.
Salty.
I don't know. I've never tasted of his flesh, so I don't know if he's actually salty.
Epstein files.
I'm also not a cannibal.
But you are a Nephilim.
That's true.
But yeah, going back to the guests on the show, I think athletes, young future, like, young athletes to
pros, up and coming, coaches, kind of
different gambit of athletes that
getting the call.
Oh yeah, okay. But I mean, tying everything back, I think I'm excited to see where it goes. You're going to hear a lot from, that's a little introduction on our stories, but I'm excited to sit down and hear these athletes that, we would consider successful in the the sports realm, but people outside of the sports realm. And really, I think one big thing is if we could bring to the light is the whole sports gambling, situation that's been unfolding over the past couple of years, and addressing that and getting more, sharing data in the future on, what's really going on and what the potential long-term effects of that, in our culture and society.
It's going to be really interesting to see as like you said, as things unfold, kind of, there's not a whole lot of data regarding it right now. But we've got a heart for it. We're actually plugged into a ministry that we would love to anyone who is experiencing issues with sports gambling, anyone who feels like there's kind of a tug away from family. They're putting all of this pressure and energy and mind, like thought, into something that really ultimately it doesn't have any effect on your life. A sports game being played in Nebraska has no bearing on my life. But when you put money down on that game, then all of a sudden it has this weight that just before it didn't have. And so now it's something that can take your time away from your family. It can take your time away from those relationships that matter. Your kids are going to see you engaged in a way that is probably, let's be real, it's probably not healthy. Like if you're watching a game and you got money riding on it, and you have a beer, you have 2 beers. Well, is that the version of you that you want your kid to see? That's ultimately like what you want to think about. How is this impacting my life, these people that I love, my family, my wife, whatever. We are happy to say that we're partnered with a ministry that can provide resources and assistance kind of to that end. So,
and I think, on a lighter note, something to look forward to on the podcast, which I'm excited about, I know these 2 guys are excited about, is fun segments that we will have rolling throughout the show. My favorite one that we're not going to do today, but we will have a segment called What's in Logan's Locker. That one is going to be every time we do a podcast.
What do you guys think it's going to be?
We're going to have Logan surprise us with something wild with his personality and things that he collects. There's fun stories to be told through that. I do love kind of, I don't know if it's appreciated in the music industry, but like the whole AI songs, especially like some of the older worship songs, being converted to different genres. I think getting some what do you call it? Blind reactions to some of those, and like each one of us will maybe pick one each episode, and we'll roll it out and watch the reactions on that. And I think something too that we also envision where this podcast goes is building a community of men. Something I think that'd be cool for us to do is, create like a Discord, Facebook group. To stay in connection. That way, have a platform for men to, share things. I think
wins, struggles, just community.
I mean, I signed up. Shout out to Christian Healthcare Ministries. Like, I get this app on my phone, and like you can submit prayer requests, and like people can.
That's neat.
People can get on there and like acknowledge, like, hey, like I prayed for this individual for this. So, I think through the community that we're trying to build, and then coming up this spring, it's a little too early to talk about it. And Joey, you're going to have to cut this one out and do a specific video, but Dad Combine with the NFL coming our way.
So this is going to be a cool opportunity for all of us. Did the draft just
happen or something like that?
Yeah. So
all of us dads,
the fathers,
to really showcase our absurd physiques, our athletic ability. To go out and, wrangling kids. Like, we want it to be something where you bring your families. It's going to be a fun time. We'll probably, we're going to have food trucks. We'll have we'll get sponsors. It's going to be a big time. We're going to figure out how to have probably Paul McCartney play.
Pablo
kind of in the background. As some people like to say, Fall McCartney, because he's fake Paul McCartney. He's not even real Paul McCartney.
Oh, wow.
But it's going to be an awesome time. So As the show develops, I know Steven was touching on it. You'll see some segments pop up. We're going to be doing so just fun interjections.
One we can do tonight. Let's do. I'm just going to throw this out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's give people a taste.
What's in your pocket?
What's in your pocket?
I took everything out of my pocket. Everything of mine is
one
right
time.
there.
I've got it. I'm good. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get
Joey.
Get my stuff.
Oh,
So,
I got a Ozark Trail Christmas knife.
in the whole purpose behind this one, and Logan's blocking my shot, but the whole purpose behind this one, what's in your pocket, is I think the EDC community is something that I'm a proud member to be a part of. And if you don't know what EDC means, it means everyday carry.
Yep.
So something that I get fascinated with, and I can spend hours on YouTube watching different little tools and things that I can put in my pocket to where, like, as I'm going about my day. So Joey, if you want to kick us off in what's in your pocket,
Break it down.
What's in your
Break
pocket?
it down.
All right, so we're starting with an Ozark Trail special.
Very nice. Okay.
This little knife right here, it's a knife.
Okay.
It's got a sharp edge, and
Can you rub your finger on that real fast? I want to see if it works.
It's got this little back piece that's sauce.
Yeah, you could put your finger and push.
You can do that, and then look, it closes. And that's the majority of what I have. You can get these directly at Walmart. Walmart, if you want to sponsor the podcast, we would love it.
Yeah. Hey, please do.
Yeah.
Please, that would be fantastic.
It's nifty.
You're welcome.
It's lightweight, and it fits directly in my pocket. It has a clip for my pants as well. So
Okay.
that's
Very nice.
that's what's in my
Yeah,
pocket.
come
What's
on,
in your
look at this.
pocket?
Now it's on to me. This is a recent purchase, and
It's a nice one.
I am
sick
obsessed with it. This is a Normandy knife. So Normandy knife, I have to just reach out my utmost gratitude for this thing, because working in the coffee industry, opening bags.
Oh yeah, dude, you're whipping that sucker out.
Like boxes, like I had knife, and my big thing was like on the move, like opening it and then making sure. And this is ready. Are you cool with the camera? You just press up.
Oof.
And that, my friends, is a box cutter.
Ooh, she beautiful.
That pops
Dude.
up, and in an instant you have access to your pocket knife. Well, I should say pocket box cutter
Blade.
And it's nice because you don't have to sharpen it. You can just easily replace out the blade.
Yeah. I'm jealous.
That's sick.
So
That never gets old.
a little hole for a lanyard. I thought I was shopping the other day on
action.
Amazon for a lanyard,
Let me see.
and
The action on it, dude.
the
Listen.
yeah.
Ooh.
So
Little ASMR for you there.
if that's something that you're looking for, like me, like, you know, everyday carry that's slim, that's not heavy, man, Normandy knife knocked it out of the park with this one.
Come on.
It is the Occam is the name of this one, and they have one
After
on there
Occam's
that
razor.
they have one that I really want to get down the road. It's like a samurai blade. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do with it. But,
We need a little gong.
yeah,
I love a samurai.
I would get a. I don't know what I would do with it, but Normandy knife, check it out. It's a sweet tool. I use it every day.
Fantastic.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Come on,
Rogan, what do you have?
dude. I have had this. This is such a great knife. I've had this for like 3 years now. I carry this in my pocket every day. In the summer, I wear a lot of lightweight shorts.
Yeah.
Because your boy does not like the heat. I like it to be nice and chilly outside. So in the summer, I try to wear lightweight stuff. This is super lightweight. It's a Benchmade bailout in that kind of camp orange, which I love. Same colors as that Normandy blade that Steven has. It's been fantastic. It's a great knife, and I carry this in my pocket literally every single day. I'll also start, and we can go back. Do you guys have anything else you want to show? I'm a weirdo, so I always carry a lighter as well. This is a Caribe lighter. I love this. There was this old guy named Johnny Cochran that went to my best friend's church growing up.
Okay.
And he said,
Like O.J. Simpson's attorney?
I I guess, yeah. I think he was O.J. Simpson's attorney. It's wild.
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny. It wasn't O.J. Simpson's attorney. He drove a tractor to the Presbyterian church.
I want to
Definitely
say he was O.J. Simpson's attorney.
That's probably, there was probably someone of that name.
Somebody
who
look
was
it up.
O.J.'s
But
attorney.
I'm pretty sure.
But he said to always
but-
keep a pocket knife
Yeah.
in your pocket, a lighter in your pocket. He said to have some string. I don't have any string, but if I need to, because I have a pocket
Use
knife,
your hair. You
I can cut.
have a nice mane.
You know what?
There we go.
Praise God. I can
Yeah.
also cut off part of my pants or something if I need, because I carry a pocket knife.
Yeah.
And then, man, my grandfather
I think this is really cool because I know about this.
had a collection of coins. I always carry a silver dollar, an Eisenhower silver dollar, in my pocket. This one, it's from 1972.
It's a good year.
And
it's a good year.
It's a great year. It's my favorite year. Yeah. That's not true. I don't know anything about 1972.
I don't either.
What is it? It's probably a good
idea.
year. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was long ago, so that it was less woke than it is now, which is freaking, they got that going for them. God help us. But yeah, I always carry these, and obviously my wallet and some headphones. But
Well, there you go.
that's what I got.
Nice.
That's what I got, dude. Great.
Dude, that's what we got today.
Great
That's
stuff.
what's in our pockets and our wallets. And
Yeah, you get to hear a little bit about each one of us and our journeys through athletics to flipping the burgers. Joel. But yeah, I mean, I think this has been a great first episode, and I look forward to many more. Bringing on some guests and really, figuring this out as we go. I'm always open to suggestion or ideas. If people that are followers are tuning into it.
Follow us on socials.
Yeah.
Club Varsity.
Club
You can
Varsity.
find us on Instagram. Right now, I know TikTok, Facebook.
And YouTube, we got a YouTube channel.
I think our biggest following is MySpace. Currently,
Yes.
the MySpace is just blowing up for some reason.
yeah, crazy.
We're up to like 14 million followers.
Crazy.
I think that's more.
Discord
Then-
coming here soon. You can
Yeah.
subscribe to.
Discord, so
Spin it up.
yeah, we'll figure out different ways to where we can build this community of, individuals that, whether it's from the athletic field to the office, keeping that always in mind about the varsity aspect of being held to a higher standard.
Yeah.
And exuding that in our daily walk. So, Joey, anything else you wanna add in on the way out?
Club Varsity,
Yeah, dude.
where the standard is higher.
Wow.
Ooh, come on, dude.
I like that. That's
good. And just to kind of use it, you can plug this wherever. We need to say something about. So also, you guys are welcome to obviously follow us. We listed our socials, but it would be super helpful in the algorithm because algorithm is like the buzzword right now. If you guys want to give us a review on whatever, if you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening, a review really helps kind of bump us in the ratings. So regardless of if it is good or bad, the reality is a review is good.
Yeah.
Regardless of the content. Obviously, if it's not a good review, we'll find you and we'll thank you.
Pray for you. We will pray for you.
We'll aggressively pray for you.
Yeah.
God, just touch them, Lord. No, it would really do us a solid if you engage that way.
Sweet.
And then
Thanks
the last final one is we'll have to add this on the next one, but the good news segment.
Yeah.
And I think something that we're planning on doing is this one's going to look a lot different than I think what's coming down the road as far as like the flow and of how these podcasts are structured. But I think one thing that we'll do before we kick off any episode is kicking off a good news segment. And what that'll be is each one of us will go out and find something news related that's positive that's happening in the world around us. And that, really one thing that I saw recently was the new coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. He was previously at Seattle and he gave the whole team Bibles as a gift.
It's still weird to hear
And
Las Vegas.
his interview, I think once we get to those things, like having, his interview and some of these testimonies, sharing these on our platforms of, people that are out in these think of professional sports and, them giving their testimonies and using their platforms is something that I think it'd be cool to share that not a lot of people know about stuff like that because you're not going to hear it from the mainstream media.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.